Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Smoking my Falcon with the bowl that Newton Piper sent me. And in it, I am smoking some Dunhill Nightcap from March of 2019. This was sent to me by PT Daily. Here's a name, blast from the past. I haven't heard much from PT Daily in a long time. I need to email him. It's been years since I've talked to PT Daily. The cicadas and the frogs and the katydids are going crazy out here. Love that. Man, I love that. It was a beautiful day today. Denny and I went to, there's a barbecue place down here that they've been trying to open for well over a year, and they've been trying to get all their they bought this building that used to be a restaurant, and they've been trying to get all their permits and licenses and everything to work on the building, and get it all up to code and everything. And they finally just got the last of the permits that they needed. But what they've been doing in the meantime is they've been taking their pit. They've got this big, huge barbecue pit that's got to be almost as long as this barn is. It's huge. And they cook stuff behind their restaurant. And they have different stuff every day. I mean, you never know what they're going to have, you know. They advertise it on Facebook, what they're having each day. And today they had these homemade salami sandwiches. The salami was sliced about that thick. About 4 slices on the rolls. It was so good. Oh man, I could only eat half a sandwich, so I brought the other half home. Denny bought a pound of ribs, so she had 2 ribs, and they're spare ribs. They're the huge, big pork ribs. She had 2, I had 1, so we brought the rest home. Their ribs are just so dang good. They are so juicy, so good. And they basically just put salt and pepper, I think, on them. Maybe a little bit of garlic salt, I think. A little bit salty. Especially if you don't put any kind of their... They've got all kinds of different sauces you can put on them. But I was just eating them without sauce, because they were just so dang good. When juicy and tender and just, oh gosh, they were so good. We've gone there several times, and we've got, you know, brisket burned ends and brisket and pork, pulled pork, and a lot of different stuff from there, and everything's just been really good. And I'm not a fan of their potato salad. It's kind of I think it's like a kind of a German potato salad. I don't care for it. Jenny likes it, but I'm not a fan of it. Oh boy, everything else was just amazing. Gosh, it was good. Then we went shopping. Had some stuff we had to get for the house. Sadie came over and took McKinley shopping. They went out clothes shopping together, which was nice. And I had taken McKinley out yesterday. She wanted to go to Walmart, and I needed to get some lures and stuff from Walmart, so I went down there and I went to the sporting goods section, and she went shopping for clothes. So McKinley was doing some clothes shopping this weekend, and she needs to. She needed it. She rarely buys stuff for herself that if she buys something for herself, it's usually something that's art related, and she'll get it, online and have it delivered. But she rarely buys clothes, and she's not a clothes hound, and so it was nice to see her pick up some clothes yesterday, and I think they got some stuff today. I think they went to Old Navy today. And I think she came home with some stuff today. I'm not sure. But Sadie came over. I was in the shower when Sadie got here this morning. And then they left before I came out of the bedroom, all dressed and everything. Then we went shopping, then we came home, and they were still out shopping, and then I went in and was watching baseball. When I came out, McKinley was home, but Sadie was gone. She didn't even come and say hello or anything to me, and McKinley said she didn't want to hug me or anything because I'd been sick, and Denny's been sick, so she didn't want to be around either one of us because we both kind of had the same thing, one right after the other. And I don't blame her. But I miss seeing her, and miss, getting my hug from her. She always gives me a hug. Everybody. But I missed my hug from her today. And she has to get up early tomorrow. Tomorrow's a travel day for her, so she has to, she drives the company van, takes all the people from her main office. They go visit different offices during the week, a couple of different offices. At offices that are like an hour away from the main office. And with the eye surgeons, the eye surgeon will go to that office, so they all go to that office. And so she's traveling tomorrow, so she likes to go to bed early on her travel nights. You know, I don't blame her for that at all. But she's the one that has to drive the van because she's the retinal photographer, and the retinal photographer's in charge of driving the van, getting everybody over there. So. But I missed seeing her and getting my hug from her. You know, it's like I don't see her enough anymore. It was a nice day today. It was hot. I mean, it wasn't hot, but it was nice. It was warm. But it was good weather. Would have been a good day to go fishing. Would have been a great day to go fishing. But Denny and I had stuff we wanted to do today. And then I think tomorrow I got somebody coming over to the house tomorrow, so I got to be here for that. And then so I probably won't go fishing tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain this entire week, but that doesn't always mean it's going to rain here. You know, it'll say rain 60%. But when it says 60%, that means 60% of the county is going to have rain. Well, that includes all the mountains, you know, Mountain Blacksburg, which is hour away, and you know, so it's hard to tell what we're actually going to get here when it says it's going to rain. So this week I'm going to try and get some time to do some yard cleanup. Got some branches down from some of the winds we had. Again, some big branches down. So I got to break out the chainsaw and there's one tree over here that a couple of big branches came down, and then one tree down by the street where a big old branch came off. Big, huge branch. And I'm going to have to take that tree down. I think it's mostly dead. There's just one little off shoot of the tree that's got leaves on it, and the rest of it is dead. So I'm probably going to cut off all the branches. The stump of the tree comes up, and then it splits into 3 different large branches that come out, and 2 of them are dead, and one of them is just barely hanging on. So I may just take all 3 of those top branches off. And I can do that just piecemeal. I don't have to, cut the whole tree down right at the start. I can just kind of piecemeal that one out. and then cut it all up, stack it for the trash guys. Then they'll come by and pick it all up, which is really nice. And while I'm out there, I might as well start on that other tree that fell last year, and start cleaning that up. That one's going to be a lot of work, but I could start on all the branches that are sticking up, at least get those out of the way. If I can get some decent weather, it's just been so hot. Well, it's either really hot or raining, and I don't want to be using the chainsaw out in the rain. Well, with my balance, using the chainsaw in good weather is scary enough. Using the chainsaw when it's wet, I'm not doing that. But I'll be breaking out the regular chainsaw and the chainsaw tool that Piper Dave sent me, which is going to help a lot with the taller branches, because I could make that thing super long, get up in the branches and cut stuff down. I need to trim up some of the low branches on all the trees out here anyway, so I might as well start doing that. The ones that are hanging kind of low, and each year the trees grow and the branches get lower and they hang down more, and so I got to get in there and cut all those out and clear all the branches out of the way of the driveway, so a fire truck or something needs to get through here. I got to make sure I have good clearance for a fire truck. So my trees and the neighbor's tree, one tree comes over and grows into the driveway and gets really low, so I'll go over and talk to them, make sure they don't mind if I trim that back from my driveway. They'll be fine with it, I'm sure, but I don't like doing anything without talking to the neighbors. And they've been wonderful neighbors. And they always come over and ask first before they do anything, so. And then I'm gonna start trimming up trees over here on the side yard. Trimming the bottom branches, starting to go up on the branches and turning the bushes more into trees. They've gotten, some of those trees they're bushes, and I need to turn them into trees so I can get under them and mow around them. They've gotten real bushy, big and bushy, and so I'll take off some of the lower branches on those, and I have to do that every year on those. They just grow so fast. And then of course the banana plants, those things just, they're just amazing. Banana plants just grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And I'll, cut branches off, and we have a couple of lights on the front of the house, 2 floodlights on the front of the house. And there's banana plants right by each of those lights. And those are the only lights we have on the front of the house. So I'm always cutting down the branches on those banana trees because they just block the light, and they grow. They will literally grow 3 feet in 2 days. It's an amazing plant. And if you ever get banana plants, don't plant them in the ground. Plant them in planters, because they will just take over. They will take, and they're like herpes. You can't get rid of them. You cannot get rid of banana plants. I have tried. I have gotten rid of a couple. I've been able to get rid of some of the banana plants, but man, it is tough. You gotta dig them up. You gotta dig up the entire root of that banana plant, because if you leave any of it, it's just gonna regenerate and grow and come up. And you can cut off 6 foot of banana plant, and in 4 days it's back up where it was. New ones just come out from the center of that root. They just come out, and they're beautiful. I mean, they look like, it looks like Hawaii, When you look out our front window, they block the view of the trees. They're so big, so I have to constantly be cutting them back because you can't see the front yard. But it looks so green and luscious when you look out the windows. And they do block a lot of the sun. So it's kind of a catch-22 out there with the banana plants. And I got 2 right here in the circle drive. And I'm constantly cutting those back, running over them with the mower. Everything, trying to keep those in check, and I've been able to keep them just in those little spots for the most part. I've dug up a bunch of the small ones that come up. I just dig them up as soon as I see them. I dig them up. And there were some right outside our back door. When we first moved in, there was 3 of them right outside the back door. And I worked relentlessly to get rid of those. And I was able to get rid of them. They have not come back. But it's getting a little humid out here right now. Of course, we got the beautiful lantern right here. I like to let the wicks burn in on my lanterns for a while, and then when I go to extinguish the flame, I like to roll down the wick rather than just blow them out. And that helps keep the wick fresh when you do that. Rolling them down, it kind of removes the crusty part off the top of the wick when it gets too burned. And this one doesn't have the where you can lift up the globe without touching it like the other ones have, so it's best to do it that way with the, just turn the little knob on the side and it pulls the wick down, and you let it go out that way, and then you roll it back up, and you get a nice good glow on the wick when you do it that way. My other ones, I usually blow them out for, and then do that every once in a while. I just do that. That is such a nice lantern, man. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. I love y'all. God bless. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care.